Welcome to the Football Association of Singapore's 31st Annual General Meeting 2013. In this video presentation, we take a look at the highlights of the financial year 2012, including the excellent achievements for the national football team at the ASEAN Football Federation AFF Suzuki Cup, and the National Football Academy NFA Under-15 and Under-16 team's performance at the 24th Canon Lion City Cup, as well as an exciting end to the S.League 2012 season, where the champions were only crowned towards the end of the season. We begin with the Singapore national football team, affectionately known as the Lions, who achieved a milestone by going on to win the ASEAN Football Federation Suzuki Cup for a record fourth time in December 2012. The Lions have proved beyond doubt that they are the best footballing team in this region. Apart from the victory, the Lions also impressed with their die-hard determination, and their team spirit captured the attention of Singaporeans from all walks of life. Following the successful campaign of the AFF Suzuki Cup, the Lions clinched several accolades in the inaugural AFF Awards 2013, which was held in Pahang, Malaysia on 3rd April 2013. National team captain and AFF Suzuki Cup Most Valuable Player MVP award winner Sharul Ishak clinched the coveted Player of the Year Men award and also landed himself a place in the AFF Best 11, along with Singapore teammates Baihaki Kaizan and Mustafic Farudin. Former national team head coach Radojko Avramovic walked away with the Coach of the Year men's team accolade. Singapore match officials continued to gain recognition at the top level, as Abdul Malik and Tang Yu Mun won the Referee of the Year Men and Assistant Referee of the Year Men award respectively. On youth development, a Singapore youth selection team led by Idea Skanda, and which comprised of many players from the Young Lions squad, gave a good account of themselves at the inaugural Next Lions Cup, which was hosted in December 2012. The performance of the Singapore selection team was commendable, as they lost narrowly to top-quality opponents, including the under-19 sides from Liverpool 0-1 and Manchester United 1-2. The eventual winner of the competition was Portuguese side Sporting Lisbon. In its 24th edition of the Canon Lion City Cup, the National Football Academy NFA Under-15 and Under-16 teams took on quality opponents from Ajax, Manchester City, FC Porto, and Vasco da Gama, and the NFA Under-16 team went on to finish as first runners-up of the competition. Several of the promising young talents within the NFA Under-15 and Under-16 teams earned praise for their technical abilities from the coaches at the top clubs competing in the tournament. One of them was former NFA Under-16 captain Adam Swandy, who has since progressed further and is now at French side FC Metz. The strong performances by Amir Nasri and Amrul Azmi at the tournament also earned themselves a 2-week attachment stint at Ajax in March 2013, courtesy of Canon, the title sponsor. Singapore football continues to progress steadily at the various national age group levels through the FAS's concerted efforts within the NFA programs. In January 2013, FAS expanded its NFA setup, which now includes the Under-13 and Under-14 teams. Close to 700 boys turned up for the trials for both teams, which were held in October last year. FAS also established the JCOE Under-6 team in June 2012 to encourage more boys to take up football and to learn more about the beautiful game. Moving on to competitions, the Lions 12 clinched the Malaysian Super League MSL title in July 2013, while remaining undefeated at home in their second season since returning to the Malaysian Football League in 2012. In its inaugural season, the Lions 12 finished in second position after recording 15 wins, 5 draws and 6 losses from 26 matches. The Lions 12 also reached the semi-finals of the 2012 Malaysia Cup. They have won the hearts and minds of Singaporeans with their spirited and courageous performances since its introduction in 2012. The national A team took on Malaysia in the annual Causeway Challenge on 8th and 13th June 2012 at the Jalan Besar Stadium and Shah Alam Stadium respectively. Singapore drew 2-2 in the first leg, but lost 0-2 in the second leg at the International Friendly Series. In another similar encounter between teams of both countries, an S.League selection team participated in the annual Sultan of Selangor's Cup tournament, which was held on 29th December 2012 at the Shah Alam Stadium. In front of a strong 60,000 crowd, which included Singapore fans, the Singapore veterans team triumphed over the Selangor veterans team 2-1, but the S.League selection team fell short as they lost 1-3 to the Selangor selection team. On the coaching front, the first AFC Professional Diploma coaching course in Southeast Asia, which was conducted by Chief Instructor Mr. Erik Rutemüller, ended with a closing ceremony on 16th September 2012 at the Amara Hotel, Singapore. As of today, 20 local coaches hold the prestigious AFC Pro Diploma coaching license. The Pro Diploma course is part of the FAS's strategic plan to enhance the level of coaching within Singapore. On the refereeing front, FAS is proud to note that Abhirami Apti Naidu became the first female Singaporean referee to officiate at the FIFA's Under-20 Women's World Cup in Japan in August 2012. She was one of the only 4 Asian women referees at the prestigious event. Currently, she is also one of about 20 women referees to hold the AFC Elite Referee title. Moving on to women's football. 4 former US national women's soccer players came down to Singapore to conduct a 5-day soccer clinic on 3rd December 2012. During their time in Singapore, they conducted several programs for girls aged between 12 and 18 years at the various Singapore institutions and secondary schools. The exchange was part of the US Embassy's broader sports diplomacy initiative to foster greater mutual understanding between the youth of the United States and Singapore. We move on now to Singapore's professional league, the S.League, which continues to be a vital platform for local football talents to hone their skills and prepare for international football. Football fans witnessed one of the closest title races in recent memory as Tampines Rovers defended their league title when they were crowned champions of the Great Eastern Youth S.League 2012 in the last game of the season. The final 2 title challengers, Tampines Rovers and Brunei DPMM, were only 1 point apart going into the last game of the season. With the title race being so close, both matches involving the title challengers took place at the same time in different countries, Singapore and Brunei. The S.League organised for the first time 2 simultaneous live matches on television for fans to be kept updated in real time. We congratulate Tampines Rovers for winning their 4th league title and their 2nd back-to-back championship. SAF FC, now known as Warriors FC, clinched the RHB Singapore Cup in 2012 after overcoming Tampines Rovers 2-1 in the final at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Brunei DPMM marked their return to the S.League by clinching the StarHub League Cup 2012 title after a 2-0 win over Geylang United, now known as Geylang International. We congratulate both Warriors FC and Brunei DPMM FC for their triumphs in the domestic cup competitions. The 2012 S.League Awards Night was held at the ITE College East on 11th November. Fans, officials and players of the S.League fraternity came together for a time of joy and celebration. Unlike previous years, the annual marquee event to celebrate the finest achievements of the fraternity was held in a school setting for the first time, and it was a mixture of experienced faces and new men earning honours for the 13 awards that were presented for the night. In addition, those at the awards night also witnessed the signing of a new Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, between FAS and the ITE, which aims to promote football at ITE level and attract more budding school stars into building successful footballing careers. The much-awaited S.League Fanfare event for 2013 season was held on 2nd February 2013 at the Atrium at Ion Orchard. The fanfare has been a regular fixture in the build-up to a new S.League season every year, but past events have often been done in a carnival-style manner, with clubs setting up booths to market merchandise or simply do meet-and-greet sessions. For this year, a train of over 50, including newly formed S.League Superbabes, S.League fans, and 10 chosen S.League players, led by CEO Lim Chin, journeyed up and down Orchard Road for almost 90 minutes as shoppers and tourists were informed of the upcoming football action in Singapore, starting with the Great Eastern Charity Shield on 15th February. To make the walkabout more interesting, all 10 S.League players and Mr. Lim himself were body painted in S.League jersey designs. This innovative idea caught the attention of the public and the media and signals a positive start to the new season. The new 2013 S.League season kicked off with several changes in place. The most significant is a new competition format, under which the league will be split into 2 groups of 6, based on their ranking at the end of the regular 2-round season. The teams will then play against one another once within their respective groups, 1st to 6th and 7th to 12th, to determine the final league standings. Other changes include an increase in the foreign player quota from 4 to 5, the introduction of the S.League Star Player Scheme, and a change in the league's mandatory fitness test from the beep test to a 2.4-kilometer run, as well as an increase in prize money for S.League and the Singapore Cup. Prior to the start of the new S.League season, leading electrical products, IT and furniture retailer Quartz renewed its sponsorship of the Young Lions team competing in the S.League. Quartz has been supporting the Young Lions team for 3 years running, and they have seen the club strengthen and progress over the years. The local football family also welcomed the decision by Yo's, a long-time partner of the S.League, to extend its sponsorship for another 3 years. The renewal of Yo's commitment to the S.League provides a further boost, and together with a new competition format, more foreign flair, and bigger prize money, the new season has certainly been competitive and exciting. The FAS also welcomed new sponsors in recent months, which include AirAsia, Epson, and PGK Media. During the past 1 year, FAS welcomed several leading officials whom we had invited to Singapore as part of our ongoing efforts to learn from the best practices in world football today. Mr. David Borja, Senior Manager, Development Programs Asia, FIFA, visited FAS in December 2012, and he was both impressed and encouraged by the progress of FAS's strategic plan, despite the association not getting the necessary resources needed to execute the various programs. He also stated that it is a wise visionary move by the FAS to prioritize youth development programs in view of the limited budget. He commended FAS for achieving much success in its ongoing programs, especially since it operates on a much smaller operating budget as compared to other countries in this region. However, he said that it is vital for the association to secure additional funding in order to realize the potential of its footballing success. FC Metz's Youth Academy Director, Mr. Dennis Schaefer, was in Singapore in February 2013, and he was impressed with the FAS's philosophy in terms of developing young players. He was also glad to note that the FAS are in the midst of implementing the Strategic Plan 2010 to 2015, which he believed, if implemented fully, will have a wide-ranging impact on both sports and football in Singapore. German Bernd Stange was unveiled as the new national team head coach of the Singapore national football team on 15th May 2013. Stange has been appointed on a 2-year contract with an option of a further 2-year extension at the end of his term. The 65-year-old last coached Belarus from 2007 to 2011 and led them to their highest ever FIFA ranking of 36. He has also coached East Germany, Oman, and the Iraq national teams, in addition to 7 clubs, including Australian outfit Perth Glory. Stange has also been tasked to groom and mentor local coaches and enhance their knowledge and capabilities. Going forward, the FAS will continue to secure more Memorandum of Understandings, MOUs, with leading football associations and clubs. While the FAS has progressed well in most of their programs under the FAS strategic plan, there remains much hard work ahead to achieve excellence at all levels. Hence, the FAS would like to call upon all stakeholders, including fans and the media, to continue to work with them to raise the standards of football in Singapore. They also hope more corporations would answer the call by Acting Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, Mr. Lawrence Wong, to provide more funds to take sports, and in particular Singapore football, to a higher level. Thank you for watching this video presentation. We hope you will have an enjoyable time at the FAS's 31st Annual General Meeting today.